Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around this 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit. The best at turn 1, of course, and then another into turn 4. "15 corners here, 6 to the left, 9 to the right. Lewis Hamilton has the most wins here. We will be doing 80 miles of the racing this evening, with it being a 50% race. So welcome to Under the Lights Racing for our first kick-off of the season for our Tuesday evenings. We've got some drivers going out on the track now. Let's see if we can jump on board with a couple of these guys going on their out lap. We've got Matty Jones coming out in the Haas. He's in number 27. That's the number I'm also running on my car. End up doing it into the wall. So down to the final sector. What's he gonna set lap time wise here in that Mercedes-Benz DRS zone, wide open. Puts it in P3 with 126.7, so none too shabby. Puts it in third place, just sitting nicely behind Paul Jones Jr. right there. Chuckles was behind him. These two guys are the only guys not to set a lap time as yet. So it's all or nothing, boys, now. It's all or nothing. You've got to go for it, or you're going to be snoozing and losing, I'm afraid. Sit on board with T2 in the Alpine now. It's getting a little bit of a toe off of that car in front, that's for sure. A bit of toe off that Mercedes-Benz. Oh, T2 was on a hot lap, I apologise for that. 127.8. But T2 has put 127.8, only gives him P14. Only gives him P14. Chuck comes in just P8. 127 dead. 5 seconds remain. The checkered flag will be coming out to set our grid for this evening. Paul Jones Jr. is checkered flagged in P2. Jack Jordan's in P7. It's confirmed. Not that anybody would. That's it. VR46 is in pole position. Paul Jones Jr. on the front row alongside him. Appledorn on row 2. Raw Poppadol on row 3. Oh, we've got VR46 P1, Paul Jones Jr. P2, Appledorn P3. Covers should be P4. It hasn't confirmed it as yet. Just saying pit. I'm hoping this lobby isn't going to glitch.
Already 2 nice cones, haha.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Under the Lights Racing. Away we go. We are going down into the first corner. The Williams has its nose in front. We've got a bit of a bump going on at the back here. Oh, we've got front wings all over the place. The Honda's gone off track, which is Eckerdot. Down in the bottom, the Viper's gone right down there. We've got a McLaren, seems to be in trouble. Stubbs seems to be in trouble as well. Back up to the top of the grid. See what we can see. Paul Jones Jr. has managed to take first place off the start. He got one hell of a start there. VR46 is chasing him down. Let's have a look a bit further out. Covers is on the back of Chuckle Brothers Mercedes-Benz. Oh, almost touches the rear end right there. Let's try to keep an eye on all this action. We've got a swap between Jack Jordan's being done by 95. Let's have a look. Rob Poppadom on the back of Appledorn. Covers is having a battle with Nosh right there. There's Chuckle Brothers all over the back of Ron Nosh right now. Very, very close battling. Paul Jones has managed to pull 8/10 gap right now. And Chuckle is coming down. There's no DRS activated for 3 laps, guys. So Paul Jones has got his nose in front, so you don't want to be letting him escape down the road too much. Ron Nosh has just got a little bit more straight line speed than that Alpha Tauri, so he's managed to keep him at bay a little bit. Schnitzy all over the back of T2, goes down the inside. makes that move stick. He's made that move stick. Chuckle Brothers has gone into the pits. He must have got into the must have got some damage. T2 the B2, yes he is making. The R46 is half a second behind Paul Jones Jr., so he stepped his game up a little bit. T2's just on the back of this battle as well, sniffing around, see if he can find some places. In that Alpine, he's looking very good on his. Yeah, there we go. T2, nice overtake, my friend. Well done. He's going to make this move stick. He's got a little bit wide, but he's managed to keep the position on that Aston Martin. Raw Nosh coming down on the inside of Raw Poppadom right here. Raw Poppadom's got a little bit wide. Manages to keep it just within the track limits there. Oh, there's a little bit of weaving going on there. Raw Nosh has done the move on Raw Poppadom right there. Made that one stick. Red Bull's having a bit of a battle of their own going on there. Now Chuck's all over the back of this battle as well, sneaking up behind. I didn't see him there. Let's just take a look at the tyres. So we've got position changes. Paul Jones up 1. Chuckle Brothers down to P20. He's lost 14 places, unfortunately, in that first lap incident, which isn't going to do his race any favours whatsoever. He's gone on the mediums, which is 1 lap old. Josh is on the hards. Top runners are all 3 lap old softs as well. No time penalties to report as yet. 10. Oh, Paul Jones Jr. has gone down a place. The Ferrari has made that move. The Ferrari has made the move on Paul Jones down on that main straight. Oh no, Paul has spun. He's spun that Williams, unfortunately. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good to see. P2, and it's Porty's still dropping down the grid. Still dropping down the grid. He's lost him 6 places. But no, Clement Pheasant fancies his chances. Nope, just send it in a little bit too shy. Just a bit of a late lunge there, but it didn't stick. Got position swapping all over the track, boys and girls. I'm struggling to keep up here. McLaren's swaying around a little bit of Stubbs. Creatures on the outside. Oh, contact with the tyres right there. Nobody spins, fortunately. Alpine of T2. T2 just waiting for this little tussle to unfold so he can take advantage. There he goes. T2, that's a very nice move from Tom indeed. Oh, contact there as well. Gets a nudge from the Williams there. Yep, that's it. Tom is stuck it right where he needed to. Well raced, Tom. From T2 to the B2, some nice racing there. He got a little bit of a nudge, but he kept his head, kept it cool, and got the job done. On in the pits as well. Let's have a look down the back of the grid, see how these guys are doing back here. We haven't had a look. Oh, the Ferraris. Josh is making a move on Reese. Reese made a mistake by the looks of it there. Reese is going to try and probably get this back if he can. He seems to be struggling on the mediums, to be honest. He must have some sort of wing damage, possibly. Got some quite close ones. Got Chuck in P14 right here as well. On the back of Josh in that Ferrari, I believe it is. If I'm right, yes, it is a Ferrari. 32% battery, gets some good traction. Gets the DRS, but it is a DRS train, so the Ferrari will also have the DRS, but not the slipstream, but has got the hard tyres on. Is Chuck going to go for covers as well? No, he's not. Does the move, makes it stick, the Alpha Tower. Oh, the Ferrari's all over the place. It's getting a little bit slidey about Josh, unfortunately. Chuck will have to pit again, unfortunately. Somebody's front wing just floating in the air right there, I see. Oh, I don't know what that Alpine's doing out there, but it's far too wide. Almost caused a collision coming across the track, Perry, there. Don't know what he was thinking there. Chuck's absolutely rinsing the life out of this battery. made that move stick, but he's going to have to harvest that battery to protect against covers if he's going to protect that P11. Coming around to the sweeping right hand corner, keeping it nice and close. Half a second behind, just runs a little bit wide. He's all over the back of the Alpha Tower. He's going to go for the move now. Is he going to make it stick? Who's going to get the DRS? I'm not sure where the detection zone is. He's given up the DRS. He should have just waited, because he gave the Alpha Tower the DRS there. He should have waited until the detection zone to have that DRS for himself, so he's now lost that position again back to him. T2, the B2 all over the back of this Ferrari in P2. Tom Humphries making up some really good places. And the Red Bull is going to get the DRS as well, just to aid him there down that straight. Doing the overtake on his sister car, the Alpha Tauri. Paul Jones within half a second now. DRS right there, but the car in front also has DRS. Oh, he's got enough room. He's going to send it down the inside. Yeah. But he's going to be pushed to the outside. He hasn't got this corner. Yes, he has. Wow. What a move. What a move from Paul Jones Jr. right there. Didn't think there was enough room to put a Formula 1 car. These cars are 2 metres wide, and he's put it down into that gap, and he's took that place off of that Aston Martin. What an absolute dream. Appledorn and get to 95, a side by side. Who's going to come out on top? Oh, contact. There's contact. The Williams has been pushed wide. Appledorn manages to keep it steady. Get to 95 is just a little bit out of shape with that nudge, so he's lost a bit of time, and he's also got a raw notch on the back of him now. Who's going to be wanting to take advantage of that? It's 22% battery in the Red Bull. Getting a good exit. Yes, he is going to get a good exit. He's going in the pits. It's Gekter. Schnitzion covers now. The Chuckle right on the back of this as well. The Chuckle is absolutely rinsing that battery dry. So is the vehicle in front. Oh my word. Is there going to be any room for the Chuckle to make it? Is there going to be any room? Is there going to be enough room? Yes, there is going to be enough room. Good move by the Chuckle brother there. Also got the DRS coming out of the corner as well, just to aid him a little bit to protect that overtake he's just made. Well done there. Good racing. Really good racing. Appledorn just trying to break that slipstream. Try to keep that Red Bull at bay. But I think it's going to be the inevitable if this Red Bull gets a good exit out of the corner. Appledorn trying to protect. There's absolutely nothing Appledorn can do about that. He's literally a sitting duck on that straight with no DRS himself. Nothing he can do about that. Sorry, Alfa Romeo, it was red. Close enough. See if this move is going to stick with the Williams on the hard tyres. Oh, contact again. He's got the move done, but can he keep the move done? Gets the DRS, double DRS on the Williams. Yep, Jack Jones made that one stick very nicely indeed. Is 2/10 behind his teammate, the Alpha Tauri as well. So we've got an Alpha Tauri battle going on here. Teammates, so let's hope they keep it nice and clean. He's managed to save a little bit of battery for this home straight. So let's see how good of an exit it gets. It's looking to be, it is a good exit. It's a very nice exit. Very nice exit. That made that look very easy. Made it look very easy indeed. So Chuckle Brothers is now up to P7, 1.2 behind Covers, which seems to be his rival for this race in particular. He's been following that Alfa Romeo almost all race. If he gets a good exit here, Paul. Oh, these guys are diving into the pits. No, they're not. Appledorn sold him a dummy. Appledorn sold him the dummy right there. And Paul wasn't falling for that one. Paul's got a lot of batteries. I'll just open the door for him. Open the door for him. Tried getting him out of his slipstream, but Paul said, "Thank you very much, I shall take that." Indeed. And he has done it. Paul Jones is up into P3. The two Alfa Romeos having a little fight with themselves for the P11 spot. Covers has got a purple middle sector on them softs. He has put them on their brand new softs, so he should have the better pace, and he's going to obviously go at the end on those. What's going on up here? Paul Jones has decided to come in the pits. Must be for the brand new set of softs. Yep, gone in for the softs. I thought they would have gone to the end on the mediums, to be honest, but they don't want to. We've had no VSCs, no safety cars, so from that point of view, it's been a very clean race. T2 is just right on the back. He has very much so, Jason, yes. So we do have a driver of the day vote open. So if you just want to put in the comments who you think your driver of the day would be, just let me know before the last lap of the race, and we shall give it a vote. Jason's voted for Paul Jones Jr., which I think is a good shout. Had his spin, but kept on pushing ever since. Chuckles all over the back of Josh. See if you can get him on this DRS. He's gonna probably make this move. Here he goes down the inside. So nice and close to that curb on the left hand side. Got that move done and made it stick. Very nice job. That backlight is harvesting and harvesting on the Chuckle Brothers Alpha Tauri. The Ferrari makes a dive down the inside, makes it stick, but don't forget he's just given up that DRS for the home straight, so he might have just caused himself a little bit of a problem there. I think he's got enough traction out of the corner to protect it. I don't think the Chuckle's got enough left on those mediums to give him any sort of fight, but we shall see. Got his ERS fully powered, the DRS fully powered. This should just breeze by. Breezes it up into P3 on his way to try and hold down Chuckle Brothers for that P2. Appledorn's just lost a play to the Alfa Romeo, but it's a very, very close battle. Covers has got the move done. Paul Jones, see if he can get Clement Pheasant here. Paul Jones Jr. will be winning that podium. He's got 2 laps to do it. He's got 2 laps to catch Ronosh and overtake him, and 4 seconds. Sorry, 2 seconds behind. So can Paul Jones Jr. get his foot on that podium? Is the Tom's just watching these guys in front of him as well. Tom puts it down the inside. Oh my word, this is tight. Very tight. Makes the move stick. Makes a move, sticks, puts himself up into P7. Let's take a look. Paul's got that down to 1.8 seconds now. Chasing down that Red Bull. Still got a quarter of his battery remaining as well. Take down here on the Chuckle and see how he's carrying on. P13 unfortunately. But at least he's stuck with it. He's going to go past Stubbs anyway. Paul Jones Jr.'s got it down to a second and a half now. Looking to get that podium position. This lap and the next lap, and then we will have the winners announced. Chuckle's going to make the move. McLaren takes the outside on the inside now. McLaren's fighting back a little bit, but not enough to put up a fight, unfortunately. Chuckle's got that move done. Yep, he's made that move on the McLaren, nice. Up into P12. Sit on board with Tom. Oh, he's got a little bit of a slide on there, just giving it a bit too much power. He's got the DRS on Clement Pheasant. He's going to make this breeze. Alpine breeze past the Haas. Move done, well done to T2 the B2. Paul Jones Jr. has now brought the time down to 1.2 seconds. And he's not that far off Raw Nosh either, to be honest. Let's see if this is final lap. Let's see if Paul can do anything about it. He's going to need all his power down this back straight. Oh, didn't quite get the traction out of that corner, unfortunately. If he'd have got a good traction down there, that would have helped him out a heap. But unfortunately not. The Ferrari is 8 seconds in the front. VR46. And the Chuckle in P2. 8 seconds behind, and Raw Nosh P3. Who's looking to try and take this off the Chuckle, see if he can get a better exit. And Paul Jones is on the back of this. Any mistake, he's having it. That's it, the Ferrari wins. Raw Nosh P2, Chuckle in P3. Paul Jones Jr. finishes up P4. Cracking race from Paul. Clement Pheasant P5. Covers P6. Appledorn P7. Tom P8. Eckert P9. Raw Poppatom P10. Well raced, boys. Well raced, boys and girls. Thoroughly enjoyed that one. Really good race. Good points. Some good points there. Got the vote for the driver of the day. Driver of the day voted by our viewers is Paul Jones Jr. is driver of the day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure. And here are your top 3 drivers on the podium. Well done, boys. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate that.